For 5 generations, the Hanson family has been operating Hanson's Farm in North Framingham. The community has enjoyed their fresh produce, their plants, and has used their horse stalls for over 100 years. Now, the Hansons are turning to the community to help them rebuild and renovate their farm buildings. They've launched an online campaign at GoFundMe.com to help raise money for updated electrical systems, new equipment, and a much-needed new roof for their 100-year-old barn.
The first thing I want them to know about Hanson's Farm is that we're unique. You know, there's not quite any place like this. When I tell people I'm from a farm at Framingham, they go, there's no farms at Framingham.
My great-grandfather, Matthew Hanson, who was a Canadian, came down for, you know, he was a logger, and he came down and married my great-grandmother and moved here in 1908. And they rented for a couple of years, and then in 1913 they bought the farm. And we've been here ever since. When I took over the business from my dad in 1985, it was getting harder and harder to make a living just selling vegetables, and the wholesale business wasn't good. So what we did is I diversified into a number of different things, and we do a lot of entertainment stuff. Right now we're into pick your own strawberries. I convinced my dad of that. It was the first thing I convinced him of, is that you could allow people to come and pick strawberries instead of picking them yourself and wholesaling them to somebody, and they would love to come out and enjoy the farm. This farm has been owned by 2 families since 1745. It's been here since the late 1600s. And the buildings are very old, and we keep them going. You know, we do the best we can, but right now this barn, our farm stand barn, needs a roof badly, and that's probably the biggest single thing.
My wife and I started this GoFundMe a couple of months ago, just because things with the barn started coming to a head. The barn needed repairs a while ago, and it's been one of those things that we've decided, you know, we'll do it next year, we'll do it next year, we'll do it next year, but it's getting to the point where there is no next year, unfortunately, and it's just not in the budget to be able to fix it, which is really sad, but it's, you know, the way it is. And this is a 200-year-old barn. We don't want to see it go anywhere. You know, it's post and beam. You can still see the axe marks where they hewed out the beams by hand. So, you know, this is just something we want to save, not just for the business, but for, you know, the culture.
I'm glad that we're still here and we're able to do this, and that now I have grandchildren, and maybe they will be able to do something here.
To see the farm keep going for my kids, I think is going to be diversification. You know, we do a lot of things right now. We do farmers markets, we do the CSA, we have a farm stand, we do a lot of entertainment things, but we're going to try to continue to expand. We just had our strawberry festival this past Saturday, and it was a humongous success. So we're going to try to keep doing things like that.
And I hope you folks will come out and enjoy our beautiful farm, because that's what it's all about. Happy families coming out there, bringing their kids, doing something, having something fresh and natural. We don't spray our strawberries with anything. You can eat them right up, and they're better than anything you can buy in a grocery store. So.